Okay, so we are doing a tier list video today. If you hear any bad chicken sandwich, I'm gonna cut that part out. Don't worry. If you hear any sounds in the background, that would be people talking. So let's get right into the video. Right, Little Big Planet 3, the first game. I'm gonna put this in great. I mean, it was a good game and all, but it just felt kind of linear.
And why is that?
Because there's only one way to beat the game, really. Unless you set yourself to challenges.
Okay.
Really. Next game would be Human Fall Flat. I'm actually not sure where to put this one. Let's put it in gray as well.
Why is that?
It's kind of the same story with LBP, except for I spelled Little Big Planet wrong. It's LPB. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Alright, much better. Kind of falls in the same category as Little Big Planet 3, because there's like one way to beat the game unless you set yourself to challenges. Like, you can't grab onto a wall, or you can't not touch the ground, or you can't stop jumping, or you have to beat the game in a certain amount of time. And, I mean, it's kind of linear unless you try to do like some sort of hide and seek thing. Anyways, next game is, if my controller would stop freaking out. Controller, stop, talk about, I'll get you an ice cream after this. Next game we have Fall Guys. Nifty. I'm putting it in because I had a lot of fun with Fall Guys, but it's filled with hackers, sweaty players, tryhards, and nerds. And griefers.
Okay.
Next we have Minecraft. This is gonna be our first godlike. The reason is there's like 5 million ways to complete the game, and it's not linear at all. You can do certain things in each order. I didn't even put Minecraft in godlike. There we go. Next game we have, what is this? Modern Warfare. This is the 2019 version of Modern Warfare, and if I have to be honest, if we were talking about Warzone, I'd have to put it in barely played. But if we're talking about campaign, I'd put it in godlike. But we're talking about multiplayer, so I'll put it in nifty.
Sounds good.
Okay. Alright, next game. If I remembered how to use Share Factory, that would be nice. Next game is Rogue Company. Now, I'm okay at this game, so I'm gonna put it in nifty. And I have to make these smaller so they could fit. Okay. Next game. COD Ghost. I already know where this is going. Godlike.
Why is that?
People hate on God Coast. People hate on COD Ghost because the maps are too big and people die too quickly. They probably were too used to being good at the game. And then basically what I'm trying to say by this is, if you remember Black Ops 2, that was a pretty good COD game. They had plenty amount of health, and probably the only reason they were doing good is probably because they were using overpowered weapons that probably got them nuclears every game. Now with COD
Yeah.
Ghost, a nuclear isn't that common, which is good, so people don't sweat their freaking face off.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I had a lot of fun playing that game too. Both of them actually.
Did you even play COD Ghost?
My PS3 and also COD Black Ops 2 was also on my PS3.
Okay. Duck Game. This is a great game. I mean, this is a godlike game, but I'm only putting it in great because of how sweaty players are. And that can kind of go for me. I'm kind of sweaty. All right, next game is Don't Bite Me, Bro. It's a great game. It's like take like a tower defense game, but add zombies and guns, and basically, yeah, it's basically like a tower defense game where you have to defeat these 3 monolith things that have that each one has a boss in them, and then once you defeat all of them, you go to this monolith and you complete the game because the army comes, and woohoo, big happy celebration time. So I'm gonna put that in great. Next game, Rec Room. I'm actually not sure where to put this one. I'll just put it in great because the community is not the greatest. I mean, you can make friends off of there, definitely, but some people on there are just... So,
Not the best.
Yeah, let's just say 18 plus.
Yeah.
I would put it in godlike, but since the 18 plus no crap, putting it in public, what did you expect? This game's like VR chat.
Yeah,
Alright.
that sounds about right.
Okay, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Let's just get this out of the way. Bad. Hyperscape.
Sounds about right.
Hyperscape. Let's get this out of the way. Garbage Can.
That also sounds about right as well.
60 seconds. It's a game, it's like Fallout, but it's basically a Fallout game in a way. Like, you and your family have to go into this bunker and survive or die. It's a lot of fun. It has a lot of replayability. Although it might get boring over a while, so putting that in godlike, it was a great game. Okay.
Sounds good.
You don't have to say sounds good each time. Just say something different. Okay, Modern Warfare 2 campaign. The only reason it's campaign is because Infinity Ward didn't want the full game, supposedly. They just put it in the campaign. That's okay, godlike. I need to make it smaller so more games can fit. I'll just put it here. Okay, next game. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Putting it in barely played. Now we have Black Ops 4. Let's get this out of the way, actually. Okay, Black Ops 4 was an okay Call of Duty. It's just Blackout. It got a lot of hate. I saw somewhat potential in it, and people made it bad, but I'm putting it in nifty. Okay, next game. Ratchet and Clank. This game is linear in its own way, but I like it. And I'm putting it in nifty as well.
Yeah, I can agree with you. I actually also enjoyed the game.
Okay, we have Fortnite. I have a mixed opinion for this. I can call it AIDS the video game, and I can also call it okay or bad. Because I call it bad in both ways, because if you remember season 1, it was an amazing time. No one freaking cranked a 90 every 2 seconds, and everyone wasn't building a stair and editing it so they get protection or something, and everyone wasn't spamming L1R1, basically sweating, and double pump was there. I mean, that kind of was broken, but if I had to put Fortnite somewhere, if we were talking about season 1, godlike. But I still play Fortnite a lot just cause I get bored and I'm like, Fortnite. Also to my friends, if you're watching this, by I get bored, I mean I get bored easily sometimes. So I'm just putting Fortnite in between nifty and bad.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
Paladins. Let's get this out of the way. Godlike. The announcers were cool. I like all of it. I like this game a lot. People say it ripped off Overwatch. People say Overwatch ripped off Paladins. I'm pretty sure Paladins came first, so you guys are crazy. Overwatch...
Actually, I'm pretty sure Overwatch actually did come first, because I'm pretty sure it came out in 2016.
I'm looking this up. When did Paladins come out?
Paladin's initial release date is September 16th, 2016.
September 16th, 2016. May 24th, 2016 for Overwatch. Okay then. I guess...
So, it was older.
Overwatch. Paladins is just the free-to-play version of Overwatch.
Yeah.
Alright, so, next game. 3-on-3 freestyle. It was a good basketball game, but I wasn't really into basketball, so I put a lot of time into it, but I would put it in barely played, so I'm just gonna put it in between here, in between bad and garbage can. Now we have Terraria. I love Terraria so much, and it hurts me to see it's getting its last update already. Even though it's been 7 years, it already got this update, so I'm kind of late to the party. So Terraria, you're in godlike. Next we have Modern Warfare Remastered. I have to start being harsh here because I already have plenty of godlike games. I'm gonna put it in great. So, because like the community, it was good. They were happy to see Modern Warfare again. The campaign, I'm glad to be replaying it. I never played the original, but I did a little. So I'm putting it in great. So, truth. This is an MMO game, and I played it when it was somewhat popular, and it was good for its time, but it looks like it's just Minecraft the MMO. So, I'm putting it in bad, but I liked it. Right. That's the opacity. Controller stop. I'll get you a smoothie. Black Ops 3. This one's a hit and miss for me, because you got campaign. This is something I never want to see again. I can get all of the copies of the Black Ops 3 campaign, if those exist, and watch them burn in a fire, and I wouldn't care. So, Black Ops 3, if we were talking for campaign, garbage can. If we were talking for zombies, I'd put it in godlike. But we're talking for multiplayer, so... The multiplayer was kind of bad. I mean, it had good weapons, but everyone just sweats. And sweats and sweats until they're a pile of sweaty bananas.
That's a good joke.
Alright. Sorry about that, I had to get that out of me. Next game. Final Fantasy XIV. This is an MMO. It's a pretty good Final Fantasy. I'm putting it in godlike. No explanation. No, I mean not godlike. Great. No explanation needed. Okay. Now we have Clicker Heroes. It's a mobile or PC game that was ported to PlayStation. I only play it when I'm bored. So I'm gonna have to start being more harsh. I'm putting it in bad. Okay, now we have Doom. This is the 2016 re-release. I have to put it in barely played because I barely played it. Now we're getting into Metal Gear Solid games. I haven't seen much of the Metal Gear games, but I'd put them in. I've barely played them, so I'm putting them in barely played. Now, Metal Gear Rising. This is Revengeance, and I played this a ton on the PS3, so I'm putting it in godlike. Next. Okay. Blacklight. This gave me CSGO vibes, and it felt like it was on the wrong console. I'd say Xbox 360 this would be on, but I'd have to put this in Nifty, because it was a good game, but it wasn't the best game. Okay, next game is H1Z1 Battle Royale. Let's get this out of the way. I'm just putting it in the corner of garbage can because of how bad it is.
And I question, why is that?
What, do you like H1Z1?
Well, no, I've never played it. I just wanna know why you put it in the garbage can.
It gives me vibes of PUBG, but like, it wasn't the greatest thing on earth. Like, basically the game, take CSGO, make it on the PS3, and just put the Angry Moon from Ocarina of Time into it, and that's basically what it looks like. So, yeah, that's H1Z1 for you. We're getting into BioShock now. I haven't played any of the sequels. Well, I did play BioShock 2, but I don't remember it. Infinite, I haven't played, but BioShock, I'm running out of space at Godlike, but I'm putting it in here. Alright, now, Hello Neighbor. This one is okay. It's great, but not godlike, so. And besides, I barely played it, so barely played.
Okay.
I Am Bread. Barely played, but it was okay. And
I can agree with you.
Also, I'm moving H1Z1 so it doesn't look like it's in barely played. Uncharted 3, godlike. Alright. Sly Cooper 1. I'm a fan of the Sly series, but I didn't play a lot of Sly Cooper 1.
You mean how I'd say is the Sly Cooper franchise, but it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Okay, Sly 2, Sly 2, Band of Thieves. This is an amazing Sly game. I've put in a lot of hours into this, and this is an amazing Sly game. Okay, next we have Sly 3. I've played somewhat of it. I've played an hour of it. It's a pretty good Sly game. I'm putting it in great. I wish you could make these things bigger. So I'm just putting it there. Okay, I'm going down the list. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. This is a hit and miss for people. I personally think Thieves in Time is a good Sly Cooper game. But it's not godlike, but it's not great. It's nifty. It's okay. Now we have Cardboard War 2. It's a good campaign, trash multiplayer, although I play it a lot. And it's a good campaign too, so I'm putting it in great. And next we have Infinite Warfare. This is the last game on this list. Infinite Warfare. You can go jump off a cliff and I wouldn't care. In fact, get covered up by H1Z1. I mean, have Infinite Warfare cover up H1Z1. I'd rather play H1Z1 than Infinite Warfare. This is a garbage COD. And that is everything on this list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys didn't unsub for watching this. I really don't care if you unsubbed. I do care, actually. Just if you want me to make a better list, then just type your list of all these games in the comments. I'll see what you have.